Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Game. Be sure to continue to like us on Facebook. By all means, email us at gameshowchat@gmail.com, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And now also, please follow us on Instagram at Game Show Pics, and obviously that's on Instagram. So now, as we get the show started, you got my man Big Pimpin' Jay, we have Philip 2.0, and of course, I am Megatron. Today we're gonna talk about what movies made you wanted to see more. So let's say, you're in the theater, you're watching something, credits roll, you're like, man, how did this end? I wanna see more of it. How did it begin? Fellas, game on.
I'm gonna say Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Off top. I was watching it last night, I'm like, man, I wanna see more of this universe, man. It is so much stuff that it can be told story-wise. I mean, it could be Lopan's brother, they was both doing some black arts and then they both had ghost thing going on. Who knows, they can make up any story. Why you laughing?
Lopan's brother.
I don't know, I mean,
Right.
anything's possible.
Right. Or whatever happened to that orange beast?
Yeah, right, exactly, see?
Like, did he get to a town and then did the beast wipe the town out?
Right.
You want the prequel, actually. You want to see how everything got there.
That's true too,
both.
but he said Dave Lopan's brother.
You've been drinking a little too much of that hard lemonade today,
I'm
haven't you?
saying, nah, we do it.
So, Big Pimpin' Jay, what are some of
Honestly,
yours?
Indiana Jones. It kind of started a couple weeks ago.
I thought about that too.
Well, it was funny because we were sitting around and I'm watching this and I'm like, man, they just don't make stuff like this anymore. I saw that first one and it was like, man, you need more stories like that. And granted, Temple of Doom was awesome, and even the third one was pretty good. That Crystal Skull one, not so much, but a story like that where you really have a great character, something like that, or even like The Bourne Identity. When I walked out of the theater seeing The Bourne Identity, I was like, you know what? I want to see more of this guy. It's a great character, the cityscape, the way they built the foundation for a universe. That made me want to see more of that. That really did.
I would agree.
I would say The Professional.
Yes.
Oh.
They was talking about that. They wanted to do part 2,
And
but
she was supposed to be the killer.
exactly. But I guess time lapse so far. They're like, oh, we're not gonna do it anymore. And
I mean, but everybody's still so talented.
Right.
She's done a flurry of movies.
it was Reno.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah, there you go.
It's shiny.
Yeah, right, there you go.
So it still can be done.
Yeah.
For the most part, everybody looks the same age except for her. But then obviously she could have been older and
This
been
is true.
seasoned, and then you flash back to what she did
Right.
in between that time.
And how she got to be the top assassin. Like, it's so much stories you can tell within that, from him training her and him dying, all that. She can go back. There's probably some scenes they didn't show between them two or whatever that can just add to it. You know what I mean?
What was that movie with The Rock? Driver?
Was
The Wanted? No, it wasn't Wanted. That was an Angelina Jolie crap.
the one where he's gets hit over the head?
Yeah, the one where he comes out of jail and there's a driver trying to come out and kill him. Now here's the funny part. Here's why I bring this up. When I saw, I didn't care about The Rock's character. But the assassin, the driver who was trying to kill him, that's what I wanted to see more of. I couldn't care about muscle-bound, Dwayne, whoever, walking around beating people up.
What's wrong with muscles, man?
Nothing, as long as they're in T-shirts.
Okay.
But no, the assassin, that thing, because like they showed him, he wakes up, he's got this like crazy like Batman type workout regime, got this hot girl, a sweet car, and he just starts killing folk. That I wanted to see more of, and I really wish they would have kind of did a spin story or something like that.
Okay.
That to me would have been cool.
Okay. Now, to your professional thing.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna take it a little left.
Okay.
What if, they're telling me faster.
That's what it was.
Billy Bob Thornton was in there
Yeah,
too,
I
right?
knew it was one word, wanted,
Okay.
faster, harder, slower.
We like to thank the guys behind the camera. for
Someone's
that.
paying attention.
So, what if, just because of how easy they could tie in,
Right.
I know her father might have been Boss Tanaka or something like that
Right.
in Kill Bill.
Right.
But they could have had the young lady from The Professional have grown up to be, the killer.
Yeah.
Remember, because I'm just saying just how they did it to
Right,
where
right.
like they didn't have like a young child actors. They did it for it was an anime form.
Yep.
Right, yeah,
And then that
that'd
way
be
you could
cool,
cover
yeah.
the ground that
That
way.
would be cool.
Kind of like in Kill Bill with, that'd be cool. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean,
I see.
And even Kill Bill, I would like to see more of that, because even though Kill Bill wasn't so much a sequel as long as like it was like just a 4-hour miniseries, I'd love to kind of see more with what they would do with the bride's character, or
Right.
Yeah.
even like
Yeah.
Or even just how they became assassins.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or that would be cool.
Or does the little girl come back to avenge her mother?
Well, that's what the story. That's what 3 was.
And
supposed to be
that's what they were supposed to talk about,
Right,
yeah.
but he
But
didn't
they
want to do it. Yeah, Tarantino didn't want to do it because he's like, it's kind of cheesy. I didn't want to do that. So it's
yes,
like,
because
stop.
nobody wants to see a revenge film where you have little girls grow up and avenge their dad.
Exactly.
Another good one, Cabin in the Woods.
I love Cabin in the Woods.
I love that movie.
But the way they ended that film, you really can't do more of that. But I love the fact that they had, here was the Japanese contingent, or even what they would have done beforehand to get to that point.
Right.
Because I love that movie.
Well, no, but I wouldn't have mind seeing the deity running around, destroying.
Yeah.
Even though they could have made it a quick 30 seconds.
It would have just been like a Buffy the
been,
Vampire Slayer episode.
That'd have been like, this is the end.
Yeah.
That.
You know what I want to see more of? I need another drink.
Oh man,
That movie.
That hilarious.
I don't want to see a prequel. I don't want to see anything after that. Was enough. But go ahead. What?
I lost my train of thought.
Wait. Okay. Well, I hope you
really did.
The counselor.
Oh yeah.
Just because I wanted to know what caused him to be in a situation that, if anybody hasn't seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but go and watch The Counselor. But I wanted to know what, caused him to be in the situation he was in, the counselor himself.
Yeah, they really express what made him go to this client of his to be this,
Right, so I just want to know what happened, and then obviously we know how it ended, but a nice prequel to that.
What do you think of Pacific Rim?
I was gonna say that, Pacific Rim. You gotta have a sequel to that, or
I
even.
would love to.
Yes, why not? I mean, of course, people say, "Oh, it wasn't good." Listen, Godzilla was Godzilla for a reason. Big monsters fighting each other. Who cares about the plot of the story? We want to see people fighting, monsters fighting. Who cares about the plot?
It was big giant robots, and it was done right.
Exactly.
The scaling was done. I mean, look, the story, I agree, was probably about as thin as my hairline, but you knew that going in. Look, you knew that it wasn't going to be some deep, huge thing. You have giant robots fighting big monsters. That's what we paid to see.
The only thing I had a problem with, they formed Blazing Sword at the end of the movie. They could have just did that in the beginning.
Man, they could have done the beginning of every Voltron episode and saved me 3 years of my childhood.
Yeah,
and don't get me started on the whole Power Rangers crap. Same stuff.
Yeah, true. Oh, you know what another one is? My personal favorite, Goonies.
But see, no, I agree with you. I want to see Goonies for ages like that. But what would you do? I mean, it was such.
You can tell so many different stories, though.
Because they could have went on more adventures, especially once they had saved the town. And I'm pretty sure somebody had a bag of jewels someplace else.
And you mean to tell me it wasn't that cave was huge? You mean to tell me because some other stuff was under there?
That you couldn't have found some backdoor in with all that? I agree. Yeah. Again, because between that and Temple of Doom, we wore out our VHS copies of those growing up.
Temple of Doom, is that the one where he
with the chilled monkey brain?
To the monkey brain.
Mum shabai.
That was the best scene.
Man, that's traumatic to an 8-year-old.
Yeah, it was like.
When you're sitting there seeing some dude pull a heart out. Nowadays you look back at it and you just laugh.
Wait, what did he say? When he pulled his heart out, Kali.
Kali Ma.
Funny story.
Kali. And the best thing was, I remember being in grade school when that came out. You have little kids walking up and going like, Kali Ma, Kali. And of course, little kids like, stop it, man, this ain't funny.
Well, speaking of 8-year-olds, my son is now 11. I tried to, put him up on Indiana Jones. So we're getting through the majority of the movie. Everything's pretty good. Then we get to the part toward the end of the temple. And he gets to, chanting that stuff, and the screen's a little dark, and you have the scene where all you see is the guy's eyes coming up. All of a sudden, blankets are being gathered. Hey guys, I'm going to bed.
Game over, guys.
He was done. He didn't even make it for the heart.
Nah, that's the best part.
Well, it's the younger generation a little softer than we were.
We had some violent movies back then, but that was the 80s, the late, 80s and 90s. We had
Alien.
Oh God!
I remember when my uncle showed me Alien when I was like 7.
Man, I know he's gonna say we all thinking this. Since you brought up Alien, you have to bring up Prometheus.
Now, see, hold up. I'm one of the few people that now, mind you, if Prometheus would have been done right instead of with Hollywood actors and logic, because Hollywood science says, here's a planet I've never been to with things I've never seen. Okay, cool. Let's just go right in. A real science says, let's call for backup. Movie would have been 15 minutes long.
Yeah. Now, especially with a brother on the plane.
No, what tripped me out in this film, when we talked about this like white snake-looking thing jumps up and hisses at you, which is the universal sign for get the F back, and he says, oh, what's this?
Yeah,
that pissed me off.
Yeah, that was kind of goofy.
But that whole universe, and I know they're trying to tie it in together with the whole Alien deal. Right. Look, I'd go see more of it.
Okay.
I would.
Real quick, you got any last ones?
Dang, I just thought of something that just popped out of my head. Totally forgot about it.
Okay, well, keep thinking of it. You got one?
I'm still drinking, sorry.
All right, well, for you at home, if you have any that you want to suggest to Philip 2.0 or Big Pimpin' J, please email us at gameshowchat@gmail.com. Hit us up on Instagram at gameshowpics. Also, like the Facebook channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Show Chat. Again, Big Pimpin' J, Philip 2.0. I'm Mega Sean. You guys have a great
Galima. Galima.
Chilled a monkey brain.
day.
Soon, Galima will rule the world.
Kano wins. Fatality.